Alright. Let's get this started. Buried is an interactive story. The plot will change based on the choices you make. Story is broken into 5 chapters. Play straight through or at your own pace. There's no waiting and no pauses. Enjoy and choose wisely. Alright. Alright. What just happened? That's a good question. I don't know. Let's begin.
I was like, fuck, I'm so boned. I best guess now.
Nice. Where is it?
Are you serious?
I know where everyone's stuff is.
You're actually doing the shot? Don't do that.
Is David okay? She just walks in and says hi, then bye, and then David is growling. Yeah, David's loud. Don't mind him. He's just playing with the cat.
Take a drink, I guess. You can hear me from
Yes, yes, they can all hear you.
I thought your thing was directional mic.
It is, and you bounce off the wall into the mic.
Oh, can they hear me now?
Probably.
Good.
I open my eyes, and the first thing I want to do is scream. I'm flat on my back, and everything seems to hurt. The trees overhead look familiar. It's a clear night sky, almost beautiful. Except for the fact that this means I've been out cold for at least 6 hours. Oh. But there's something wrong. I don't remember what, but something happened, and my head. God, it hurts. And a ringing in my ears. Was there an accident? An explosion, I think. I remember Dennis screaming, but after that, I can't remember. As I sit up, I notice that my hard hat has been thrown off. I look around the area, but it's not here. It feels strange to go anywhere without my hard hat, but I've got to find the other members of the crew. They could be in danger. Huh, interesting. Yes, David, we do. Get some frickin' sound foam. Yeah, we'll see about that. Let's see, search for hard hat, forget the hard hat, search for crew. Well, it sounds like this is a pressing thing. I should probably go and find my crew. So we'll do that. Forget the hat, search for the crew. I decide my hat can wait until I figure out what's going on. I get up and take a look around the logging site. I smell something burning, and I don't hear any engines running. Wait, something isn't right. Was it the bulldozer? Maybe the damn thing overheated for the last time. Maybe the engine finally blew. What a mess. Well, maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. Only one way to find out, I guess. I walk over to the center of the logging site, and I don't like what I see. Ooh. You're such an unprepared streamer. Yeah, only the finest quality here for everyone here on Fat Sack Gaming. Alright, let's see here. Continue. Oh, that's not good. The logging site looks like a bomb was detonated right in the center. I don't know where to start. The one load we had managed to stack on the truck for the day is overturned, the trailer bent, and the logs hanging off the back. Where the hell is everyone? My head is killing me, and this ringing in my ears, I can't hear anything. No birds, not my footsteps, nothing. Makes me wonder if I hit my head after my hard hat flew off. I ran through a quick mental checklist to make sure my brain is still working. Alright, my name is Roger Hastings. I'm 41 years old. The year is 2017. I own a small logging company, and we've been logging in this strip of Kentucky woodland for almost a month now. Okay, so my brain works. That's a relief, but it also makes me fearful because something is certainly not right here. I look around the logging site, my mind trying to figure out what has happened. Just about every piece of equipment has been overturned or tilted. Shit. Hey, that's where I live. Oh. Are you Roger Hastings, 41-year-old logger? Alright, let's go look at the truck. Maybe there's someone in there. The truck. The hitch is completely broken, like it was blown off in an explosion or a really bad accident. Had there been an explosion, all of the fuel on site would have started a fire, but there's no charring, no burning, nothing. I walked through the area where Dennis had been working. From the looks of it, he'd been moving slowly. He'd only taken down 4 trees today. His metal lunchbox is open, an indicator that he'd been taking an early break. But he's not here. No one is here. Where the hell is everyone?
I specifically asked, is it
I could try to make a call on my cell phone, but its battery is already running really low.
is this a
Not that it matters, the reception is crap out here. Kentucky, where it's a fucking blizzard one day and a tornado the next. That sounds lovely. Alright, let's see here. I'm looking at my layout here, and I see that Twitch chat is on top of everything. We are going to move
can't see this?
this stuff
Okay.
up here.
I mean, I don't know
Very lovely. That way you guys can see the words as they're coming up, and then I am going to make myself just a little bit smaller to not cover up all of the words. There we go. There we go. That way you guys can see more of the words as they're coming in. Alright, let's see here. For a game like this, I feel the chat needs to be removed from the screen as it is. Yep, you read my mind. Yep. I got you. Alright. Well, really low battery, no reception, probably not a... I'm probably used to not using my cell phone anyways. Let's yell out and see if there's anyone nearby. Hey, guys, where is everyone? Tony, Dennis, Frank, Joe? But their names fall flat amongst the wreckage. I get nothing back other than scaring away a few birds overhead. Might as well start walking and try to find some answers. The highway is almost a mile back through the woods. Down the gravel road we used to reach the site. Maybe the crew ran that way for help. But why would they have left me? Were they scared? Out of sorts? Maybe I can catch up to them. But with my truck turned over on its side, it looks like I'll be walking. My god, I can't even remember what I was doing before waking up on my back. Wait, what's that?
Well done.
Underneath the bulldozer. Oh my god.
Oh, I knew who you were.
It's a leg.
Oh.
It has to be either Tony or Dennis.
Dude, a 1 in 3 chance.
The dozer looks unstable, like it might roll some more. Might not be safe to get close, but at the same time, I can't just leave him there. Hey, Tony, where you at? No. For my first choice, I found the hard hat, but this one I also yelled. Oh, nice. Well, I should hit the hay. All right, Sam, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the host, buddy. You take care. All right, yeah, we're going to go look, because that's probably not a good thing. Let's go take a look. Hey, I yell. Are you okay? Are you alive? I skip over the stray logs and wrecked equipment to get closer. Seeing the dozer teeter makes me think maybe I should have grabbed my hat. Whoops. I can see a bit more of the leg. The jeans are soaked in blood. I recognize the work boots. It's clearly Tony. His leg is bent at an impossible angle, nearly crushed flat. The closer I get, the more apparent it becomes that Tony didn't survive. Shit. Alright, well, no reason to mess with the body. That might cause the dozer to teeter even more and fall on me, and we don't want that. I still don't know what's going on either, so if the police come, I mean, out in the middle of fucking nowhere, but eventually when they come, I don't want to have messed up anything so they can figure out what the fuck just happened, so we'll leave the body alone. There's nothing I can do for him now. I start to back away slowly. In my shock, I stumble back, suddenly tripping over one of the stray logs. I bang my head hard on one of the logs as I fall. Instantly I can feel a massive lump forming on the back of my head. Damn, why didn't I grab my hard hat? This is gonna give me shit for the rest of the game for not getting a hard hat. But what hurts more is the realization that Tony is dead. Yeah, see, there you go. Looking at him, I feel something rising up in my throat, and I don't know if it's a scream or vomit. But I have to push it away. If I lose my cool right now, there are too many questions that will go unanswered. Shit. I can't believe this. Tony, he had 2 boys. He coached his oldest son's baseball team. He was the hardest worker I had, and One of the most honest and reliable men I knew. This isn't right. I can't stay here. I have to find Dennis, Frank, and Joe. I have to find out what happened here. I went and looked at the dozer, but then again, I had the hard hat on for protection, and I decided to pull his body out. That hard hat choice is gonna haunt you. Yeah, seriously. Alright. Let's continue.
I've had some really bad messes.
Are you in the ocean?
As I walk through the stacks of logs for the last week or so of work, everything feels frozen. This high-pitched sound in my ears, it's terrible. It keeps happening every few seconds and sounds like it's coming from far away. I can't help but wonder, is it my ears or is it something else? Ooh, the silence out here is creepy and there's a smell like the atmosphere after a bad summer storm. I might as well admit it, I'm a little scared. Everyone's missing and...
Who else was it?
Oh, what was that? Hold on. Sorry, folks. And it's dead quiet out here. There doesn't even seem to be a breeze to rustle the leaves and branches. My right knee hurts like hell. My head was hurting so bad before that I never even noticed the pain in my knee. Hey, Chaos Soldier, how's it going? I must have heard it during the, what, accident? Or... Wait, is that Dennis?
Stay a while and listen to these fat beats.
Boom! Thank you, Chaos Soldier, for that host. I appreciate it, buddy. I see him sitting on the ground, motionless, about 30 feet away.
Where's your drink, son? Because that's definitely a drink. Oh, it is. I'm counting though. It's 2 or 3. I'll get to it.
That's thrice he's mentioned having the damn hat. I know, right? It's ridiculous. Alright, let's yell out. Dennis! I yell. Dennis, can you hear me? Dennis lets out a shout. Oh, thank God. Like someone waking from a nightmare. He then looks back at me from the ground. Yeah, Roger, I hear you. He hollers back as I head over to him. Dennis is built like a wrestler and has the tough personality to match. But in this moment, he looks disoriented and even a little anxious. Though I'm glad to see him, the fear on his usually confident face is alarming.
Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken nuggets, yeah.
What the hell happened? What's going on? He asks.
Meanwhile, in the media.
Don't know. The crew is missing. Missing, he says. Where do you think they went? I'm not sure, I say. But it has me pretty freaked out. Something's not right here. Still sitting on the ground, he looks around the woods, as if he just now understanding the severity of the situation. The equipment was overturned. The dozers, too, I say, wiping my forehead. Are you okay? I ask him. Yeah, just shake it up. Me too. This might be the most intimate conversation Dennis and I have ever had. While he and I have always been on good terms, we've never been particularly close. I've always respected him, though. Sure, he's come to work a few times looking like he'd been in a bar fight the night before. But I've also seen him do an enthusiastic impression of a dinosaur as he played with Tony's kids while they waited for their dad to finish up his shift. And then it hits me. Dennis and Tony were good friends. I'm not sure what I want to rattle him with news of Tony's death right now, not before we know what's going on, but he has a right to know. Fat Sack says text games are serious business. I mean, usually they are. At least this particular one, with the atmospheric music and the people being dead and everything. Tony. Tony's dead. You were up front with Dennis about Tony. Dennis's eyes fixate on me, startled. He was crushed under the dozer, I say. Dennis pauses for a moment, like he was trying to understand what I said. His eyes narrow and his bottom lip quivers. Shit, he says. I can tell that he was fighting back tears. He and Tony had been tight, almost like brothers.
I have no idea what that means.
Hey, he adds quickly, as if trying to escape the reality of Tony's death. Did you see that light? No, what did you see? I don't even know, Roger, he says. It was like this flare of white light. It came right out of the ground, like an explosion. So there was an explosion, I say. Maybe it was some equipment, or... This was no equipment, Dennis interrupts, agitated. This huge ball of light came right out of the damn ground.
How would you get the most out of your confidence?
Yes, this game is amazing with setting the mood. Yeah, I like it so far. It's good. It's good. It's nice. It's very nice. Alright. Where did it go? What did it look like? Well, it's a huge ball of light. It's probably not going to help. Where did it go? It just shot up into the sky till it was out of sight. When? I'm not sure, he answers. But I'd figured about 10 trees for the day. It was about the top one. That's when it happened. You were almost done with 10 trees, I ask? Yeah, he says, looking at the ground. You know, I wouldn't want to take a lunch break until I was done.
Using them as water balloons. That is a very
And that's when the light blew up. Why? You don't believe me? I mean, right now, this is not really... Wait, are you fucking skimping out on work? I think that the people are dead. I don't think I should be like, hey, brother, you should probably be a little bit more honest about the work that you're putting in. I don't think I care. I believe you. You believe Dennis's story. He saw what he saw, I think to himself. I think to myself, he has no reason to lie about this. My God. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But if I'm being honest, it scared me pretty bad. And if it's all the same to you, I'd like to get the hell out of here. We both stand up and start heading towards the road. It isn't until we start moving that I see Dennis is wounded. His right side is coated in blood, the red seeping through his blue work shirt. There are splatters of it here and there, but also a very large red splotch that makes me worry.
One of the French presidential candidates for the upcoming
How'd you get that injury?
U.S. climate change researchers and other scientific innovators.
I'm not sure, Dennis replies. Must have gotten thrown or hurt somehow from that light. Then that I notice that the strange ringing noise is still filling the air. Hey, I say, stopping. Do you hear that high-pitched ringing noise every once in a while? Dennis looks scared when I ask him this question, and he just nods. I thought it was just me, he says. He looks out of sorts and uncertain. I've never seen him like this before. It's obvious that he's looking for some reassurance. Even though I'm his boss, there's something very unnerving about this. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think the amount of work he did is relevant at all at the moment. Yeah, seriously. I'm his boss. I'm like, you fucking finished 10 trees? Your best friend's dead, and you're gonna fucking lie to me about the amount of work you're doing? You're fired. You are fired, mister. We'll be okay. It's probably nothing.
It's nice, but it's scary.
Let's be realistic, I tell myself. I might as well try and be empathetic. Out here in the middle of these woods, the ringing could be anything. Maybe a car alarm from through the woods or something. Still, even my passive comment seems to have reassured Dennis. He looks a bit calmer, more relaxed. We both start moving forward and don't say another word. Did you try to call Frank? Dennis asks. I know he had his cell on him today. Not yet. Luckily, I still have some battery left. I pull out my cell and call Frank. Happy I didn't make that call to Dennis earlier. Hey. It rings, but he doesn't pick up. But then I hear his phone go off behind the stack of logs. Dennis and I give each other a look. As the phone goes to voicemail, I hang up. And we walk behind the logs to find Frank's phone on the ground, unabandoned. We look around for Frank, but find nothing. Not a single trace. It's then that I notice something really odd. A 10-foot wide hole in the ground, right near where the phone was. But there's no stray piles of removed dirt or rocks. It's clean, smoothly dug, cutting into the earth. Wide, but only a few feet deep. It looks unnatural. Like the ground was just deleted. No shovels or diggers used. Dennis walks over to it. This looks like the same kind of hole where I saw the light come from the ground, he muses to himself. I say nothing. My mind is spinning, but I don't know what to think. We need to get out of here, Dennis mutters. At that moment, that ringing noise carries through the forest again, sending a shiver down my spine. Dennis is right. There's something strange going on, and we might not be safe here. But that ringing sound could be a clue to where the rest of the crew went.
World news. Get past those Trump stuff. First thing after Trump is this. Yes.
Armageddon confirmed. Still need to find Frank and Joe. Tony's dead. Dennis is with me, and he's badly injured. But shit's gone down. My battery's almost dead. It looks like Frank's phone at least still works enough to get service. Yeah, let's get away from here. You decide to avoid the sound. With that, we turn and start walking to the west, in the direction that I'm pretty certain leads to the road.
But my shift doesn't start until like 2 hours. We're like, no, like, dude, we found like 100 kilos of cocaine.
Sort of embarrassing. I've been a logger for nearly 15 years, but I'm finding it easy to get lost in these woods. Hold on. What is this? Now they're moving the words up top. Let's just get that out of the way. The trees are so thick in places that the moonlight doesn't even reach the ground. It's easy to get turned around. My only hope is that I can find the overgrown dirt path that will lead us back to the highway. You sure we're headed the right way? Dennis asks. Pretty sure, I say. I turn to him and see that he's clearly in pain. It's at this moment that we come upon another one of those smooth holes. This one's even stranger because the nearby tree also has a chunk cut out of it. The arc goes smoothly through the ground and then up through the trunk, like a cartoon wrecking ball blasted through both of them. What the hell are these things? Dennis whispers to himself. He takes a step down into the hole, his boots creating imperfections in the shape, like footprints in a sand dune. Did you shrink your face cam a bit? Yes, it did, so that you could see the words more clearly. Let's walk around the perimeter. I walk along the edge, each step sending pebbles down into a hole, ruining its perfect shape. I'm amazed at how smooth it is. Even rocks that were under the earth have been sheared to fit the spherical shape. But as I'm noticing this, I notice Dennis's feet start to sag. Dennis, get out! I start, but I don't finish. Before he can react, the ground is giving away and he's falling. I try to step back, but the fissure that opens up disintegrates the ground beneath my feet as well. I cry out in surprise and can barely hear Dennis letting out a curse as we go down into the earth. Oh, balls. It's mole people. The fall isn't a long one, but when I hit something a few seconds later, it hurts like hell. The wind goes rushing out of me when I hit, and a sharp pain flies through me. What the hell? I say once my breath is back. Besides me, Dennis is slowly rolling over to get to his feet. I look up and see the hole in the ground where we fell through. It looks to be about 10 feet over our heads. It is completely dark. There's not a small flicker of light. Oh, but there's a small flicker of light further into the cave ahead of us, and a solid wall of rock behind us. Looks like the only way out are further down the cave or through the way we fell in. Dennis might be able to boost me up there, but with his injury, I'm not sure how stable he is. He might drop me. Rip. Let's head to the cave. I must have did something different somewhere. I didn't even get that choice. Oh, fancy. Head into the cave. I decided we better not risk hurting ourselves trying to climb out. As we turn to head into the cave, I take a closer look at the light further ahead and realize it's artificial. We both start heading towards it instinctively. As we step into the light, panic gently gnaws at me because what I'm seeing makes absolutely no sense. It's no longer a cave or a hole. It's a long, sparsely lit corridor.
Superior questions get a cap for
So this
shit.
is new
Now
territory.
what?
Oh shit. Oh shit. What the fuck? It's a massive corridor, in fact. It seems to go on forever. This corridor is mostly dark with emergency lights every 10 feet or so. Turn to my left and see that there's a door which appears to lead upwards to the outside, but it's locked tight. I pushed as hard as I can, but no luck. Dennis, help me with this, I say. He comes over and we both try to kick the door open, but it doesn't budge. For some reason, someone doesn't want people getting out of here. Looks like we're headed down the hallway. Shit. 2 more days. 2 more days. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that's fancy. That is super fancy. It's almost been here a year, Merktails. That's fancy. We are going to, tiptoe quietly. I feel like a ghost, like I truly have no business being here. Dennis leans on me for support. We walk slowly, our feet not making a sound. If anyone is in here, I want to make sure they don't hear us. We tiptoe forward as softly as we can. As I carry Dennis to the far end of this otherwise featureless place, I see a flight of concrete stairs leading down. I have to set Dennis down on the floor. His weight is killing me. Dennis, are you okay? Stop worrying, man, he says. I'll be okay. I just need a minute to rest. But looking at him, I'm not so sure. I can still hear the ringing noise ever so often, coming from somewhere in here. I look ahead to the concrete stairs, pointing towards them so that Dennis sees them. Can you make it down those stairs? I ask. He stands up slowly and is visibly making an effort to not fall back down. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he says. It sounds a little irritated. He starts for the stairs without me, and I have no choice but to follow. We approach the stairs, and by the look at them, I get the sense that we're crossing some sort of line here. There may very well no be going back. Shit. Okay, so get this. You took a turn I didn't when we went on and found that door they're talking about now, and entered into this corridor through that door. That's so fascinating! So in your playthrough, it was locked tight, but in mine, it opened for us. Wow. Ooh, alternate realities! That's interesting. Alright.
Firing squad. So much going. Unable to get drugs.
As I head down the stairs, I noticed that they looked aged. That damn ringing noise is somewhere below, louder than ever was. I feel like I'm walking down into the cellar of a haunted house, the light becoming scarce as the stairs take a slight turn. I can feel the temperature drop. Dennis makes it a few more steps before he's leaning on the wall. He's breathing like he just finished a marathon. Let's pause to give him a break. He's been through a lot. Let's take a break, I say, putting my hand towards his shoulder to help steady him. Dennis lets out a sigh. Thanks. I don't feel too great, boss. As we both squat down on a stair, my mind seems to lock in on the unknown fate of the rest of my crew. Frank is married, and I've met his wife a few times. A nice woman with a huge laugh. Right, laugh, okay. My heart sags a bit when I realize I might never again get to hear him belting out classic rock tunes during lunch break. Joe, well, I don't know too much about him. He's 22 years old and is considering community college. His folks are deadbeats, so he's been providing for himself since the age of 16 or so. Well, maybe I can still find them and still get to hear Frank singing in his deep baritone voice after a few too many drinks. After a few moments, Dennis says, "All right, let's keep going." We both stand up, leaning on each other. I have to make Dennis stay behind me as I stick my foot out in search of the next step. I can't help feeling like a child as a very powerful fear seizes me. I'm expecting a monster to reach out of the darkness, slicing into my throat. After what feels like forever, we come to the bottom of the stairs. We're closer to that ringing noise now. Indeed, alternate realities. We've entered from the inside. A door sits securely in the wall and looks just out of place down here as I feel. And looks just as out of place down here as I feel. Okay, that's what that said to say. A sliver of light seeps through, illuminating the area. The door has what looks like a panel with lots of labels and lights. Small embossed print above the panel says, Level 1, Entrance Gate, Transport Sector. And there's a button with no label. Inspect the panel. You don't go pushing buttons if you don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, especially if you're trying to be quiet. The panel looks like a diagnostic or alert system of some kind, each label meant to communicate some status. Lockdown engaged, experiment in progress, shutdown engaged. Those all appear to be off, but one of the phrases is slowly blinking red light next to it. The only powered light in the whole thing. Abnormal entity breach. What the hell? I slowly push the door open when Dennis suddenly steps in front of me, taking the lead. Let's go, he says. I want to find out what the hell this place is. As Dennis walks through, the ringing or beeping or whatever it is gets a little louder. The door closes behind us with a click. I can't help but notice the wobble in Dennis's step as he lets out a grunt. You sure you're healthy enough to keep going? I ask. It doesn't matter. I don't want to be in the woods right now. He seems scared, something I've never seen before. Angry, yes. Upset, yeah, but Dennis is never scared.
Just because it is such a violation.
Just blow up the place. Alright, let's see here. What did you see? I don't know what it was, boss. It was like someone had left a radio on, crackling. But we don't have any radios at the site. It was... I don't know. It was like something in the forest was moving. I give him a doubtful look, and he casts his eyes to the ground, frustrated. I know how it sounds, he says, but I know what I felt. It was like walking into a funeral parlor, feeling death and gloom everywhere. I've been so preoccupied with my own fear that I nearly forgot about the ringing noise. It's just become background noise. We take a few more steps, and I can now see where we are. It makes no sense. Yet another thing that simply seems out of place. The shapes and muted colors of metals are easy to identify, but it just doesn't belong here. End of chapter 1. Oh, shit. Apparently, someone or something is being a piece of scum, according to David. Yes, I'm sure it is. They're playing, I think it's, what is it? What game are you guys playing? Star Wars Battlefront, right? David? Star Wars Battlefront? Okay, because people are just like, what are they yelling about?
Oh, we were talking about how there are 3 states where hanging is an acceptable death penalty.
Yeah.
Oh, so nothing about Star Wars.
No.
They're playing Star Wars, but they're not talking about Star Wars, so.
No, it just finished.
Alright, we're going to take a quick break. I need to get some water if I'm going to be reading out loud. This is very interesting. Let's begin chapter 2, baby. Yeah, we will in just a second. So, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll return in just a moment with more Buried, an interactive story. Alrighty. I am back. Thank you for your patience. Let us continue on to Chapter 2. This is very interesting. I have no idea where this story is going. Let's see, we started off waking up in the middle of a forest in a lumber mill, logging area. Not a lumber mill, logging area. Haven't even gotten to the lumber mill. We were cutting down logs to bring to a lumber mill. People are dead. People are injured. Weird, fucked up holes in the ground that don't make any sense. That when you step in them, lead down into a cave that lead down into an underground facility. With creepy, ringing ears, and people are still missing. Shit's fucked up. Shit is fucked up. It only gets better from here. Oh, great. Alright, let's see where this goes. End of Chapter 1. Respect the dead. You and 36% of players left Tony's body where you found it. Secrets. You and 76% of players were upfront with Dennis about Tony's death. Oh. Trust. You and 55% told Dennis you believed his story. Oh, interesting. Curiosity. You and 25% of players ran away from the ringing sound. Interesting. That's kind of cool. It lets you know the choices that you made based off of other people. That's interesting. Only 36% of us left Tony's body where it was? You guys are fucked up, guys. That's fucked up. Disrespectful. And 25% of players ran away from the ringing sound. You see, that's smart. You don't go towards the strange sound when you don't know what the fuck is going on. Especially when it gets all creepy like this. That's how people die.